Right, final game of the day here. Penguin taking on Kingborough. Should be a good matchup, JB.
Oh, we got questions. We do. It will be good. But we got questions about jewellery here.
Interesting.
Zara, I think we did.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, let me just get the...
Excuse me.
There we go. We're good.
Right.
So we are underway. It is Penguin versus Kingston. The light blues of each respective state as Jasmine Ashland
on the drive, gets it to go.
Yeah, right-handed off dribble there. And that's a good start there. And, Ronnie, we're potentially looking at two semi-finalists, I feel, with the way these teams are constructed.
I feel we are too, JB. And, this should be a really good matchup today as, just a poor pass there. And
so that'll be Shepherd down to Collins.
Shepherd. And like I say, Penguin have got a bolstered lineup with Roberts and Collins. So it'll be interesting.
Yes.
And then you've got Beck Abel who can shoot the lights out.
Yep, we got
along with Haywood.
Yep, Haywood, Shepherd out there as well. So that's a really deep lineup at any level.
Yes, able to get the steal.
And the scary part for Penguin is that it's a very regular lineup for them in their NWBU contests.
Correct.
They've also got Brianna Russell coming off the bench. She's a veteran of that team as well.
She's been playing for since the days I was started reffing. So that's how long she's been around. So at least a good 15, 16 years of experience there.
Meanwhile, for the Kings, they've got Maddie Stratzman, number 22. She's a regular Kings player, but, Shana Thompson in this team as well. Jasmine Ashland there with the ball. We've seen her already today. Same with Ruby Aaron and Rose Michael.
So Thompson for the two, just long.
Of course, Kingston without Coco Aaron. If you've watched our game previous here on BTAS, with BTAS High Performance versus Smith, and good entry pass just momentarily to Roberts.
Nice work.
As Shepherd comes through, couldn't get the pass there, but Coco Aaron currently, we're assuming, getting a secondary opinion after a heavy knock.
Yes, it was.
Saw her head hit the floor.
Thompson from deep. Yes.
Bang, bottom of the net. And I know this Kings group was very, very happy with their efforts in the opening game of the afternoon. They're carrying a lot of momentum into this one.
Nice
as
play. Good play.
Goes through there, and she's done pretty well for herself there, Beck. I don't know whether she's at 100% health for this particular contest, but no, she's a good player, Beck.
Yeah, she is. And we know Beck well, so she's up and about for this game.
Yeah, played some time with the Chargers this year. That one couldn't go through as Aaron hits the deck. Second opportunity there, Maddie Stratzman, she'll go to the line, but of course Collins and Roberts, I know Roberts played NWBU with Penguin this year. She had some finger concerns.
Yes.
So hopefully everything's all good for her. Ellie Collins was the MVP of the SBL, starring role, and for me, probably the best local NBL1 player for the Chargers this year.
Yes, if we were bringing the awards back, I think she'd certainly be right up there for the MVP.
Yeah, her and Maddie Garrick played a starring role. And I'm not sure, I don't think, well, considering she played a majority of the SBL season, there was no NWBU action, but Ellie previously having played at Burnie, played State League for Burnie last year next to Mariah Payne.
Yes, so A will put it into the floor, kicks out. Collins is open for three. Can't get that to go.
Didn't get that to roll. Rose Michael, she's been inserted into this starting lineup with no Ruby Aaron.
So Rose Michael looking to take her opportunities as a starter here. Now Thompson goes for three herself. She can't get that to go either, so Abel with the rebound and back up the floor we go.
Haywood inside. Good deflection there by Jazz Ashland.
Both teams up and about. Well, Kingston bench up and about, which is good to see.
Kingston are up and about whether they're up or down 30, though, Ronnie. That's also a point.
Yes, that is true, JB. They always have some good fans that hang around with them.
Haywood inside comfortably. Good defence by Michael.
She can't get it to go, so Thompson now. Aaron, as we come back down to the high school end of the floor here at the Sports Centre. So Aaron looking for... She just dribbles around, looking for some help here. Now handoff into Thompson. Thompson wants that on-ball from Strassman. Strassman applying the screen. Ashland too. So the on-ball works and knocks down the two.
So, Dark, this is going to be interesting.
Yes.
They're working it on numbers, not jerseys. Again, something I've never understood with the way we do score bench, but that's how they're doing it. They must be doing it in the case of to the left is light, to the right is dark. So it is, in fact, Kingston leading 9-4. Collins inside. Probably got away with a little bit of a travel there.
I think she did.
Second chance, no good, but that's off the hands of Maddie Stratzma.
Yes.
And I think Maddie's also playing this game due to worries that she wouldn't quite get the games in if she's not playing at all.
Well, that's right. She didn't play this morning, as you said, JB. She had work, so
and didn't play at all yesterday either due to work. I do believe.
All right.
Unless they played a later game, but I do know that she was a concern to miss the entire weekend due to work commitments.
So Thompson tiptoes baseline into Strasma, but Shepherd had a hand in that. Now Ashland kick out to Thompson.
Nice pass.
And can't get the three to go. So Haywood now up the floor. He has Roberts in support. Goes to a now. And the mismatch there, but Roberts can't get that two to go.
And Taylor's going to want to get those to fall soon because she's definitely got the size advantage on the floor. She's taller than Maddie Stratzma. She's taller than Jasmine Ashland.
Yes.
And, she's got that WNBL experience as well, but they're the shots that she's going to need to fall, so see what they can do as that goes through.
Ashland, one-on-one with Collins, and then turnaround jumper. She tried to go off glass, couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, I think she a bit flustered there, too quick up the floor for her own good.
And now ball slowing down here with Abel. Abel thought about it inside to Roberts, and that's much better. And what we saw in the NWBU finals, Roberts having a little bit of trouble finishing in that inside area as well too, JB.
Yeah, and I do wonder whether that is related to that finger injury. Of course, she had the broken finger, and that's going to be 8-second violation.
Yeah, nice pressure there by Beck Abel.
Very easy call to make.
Substitutions, Brianna Russell, Eliza Vanderkamp come in for the respective teams. Haywood and Strasma coming off.
Yes, Haywood and Stratzma heading off. Vanderkamp back in, and that's going to be another advantage also for the, certainly for the Kings, is they're going to have that height as Collins works away inside. Nice basket there.
Gets the two.
And Ellie's going to relish those opportunities. That's her bread and butter. Look for that signature spin into the lane as well. Yep. Thompson gets in.
Nice move by Shana Thompson. Roberts taps that one away, though. Ruby Aaron there to meet it. And
bit flat on the floater.
Yes. Now Abel, rare smile as she looks up the floor. Here's Russell. Now Shepherd. Now ball getting moved around here, and Abel finds an opening. Good pass into Roberts, but Roberts probably not ready for that one.
Yeah,
ball goes out of play.
A bit no looking. I think she's expecting her to make that further split as Shackbone comes in and Rose Michael heads out. Neve Ball has now suited up, so she's ready to go when she needs to as well for the Kings.
Roberts tiptoes the baseline. Abel, shot clock at 5. Penguin need to get busy. Russell, and she travelled in the process.
Nice little shot that won't count, though.
No, she just moved that pivot foot. So Kingborough to get it back.
Yeah, it's a nice early start or finish, depending on who you talk to, for Brianna Russell last night. So obviously 6-man, but she's a veteran. She's played many state leagues. She's played many tournaments.
Yes. Many tournaments.
Knows how to handle this. Thompson.
Can't get that to go. Roberts with the rebound. Now here Collins.
Up the floor freely too. Someone get a body on her.
And
now needs to finish Roberts, and does.
Yes. So good running by Roberts to pick up the scraps there and get the two.
Yeah, major combination there. And again, they've played many games with each other, so they know what they're doing.
Aaron into Thompson, and good hands by Abel. Yeah. Now Russell has it as we're back up the floor here. So Russell has a few white jerseys, but needs to kick that one out and goes to Thompson. So just a game, it's just back and forth here a little bit as Ashland should finish here. Does
very good. So the Kings back within one. Penguins still have that momentum on their side, but just a little careless there in that possession. They're going to want to execute here.
First quarter going quickly here. We're under
flying along.
Under 4 minutes remaining now. Russell Wibbett. Here's slowing this one down. Penguin looking for a good set into Roberts.
Nice.
Good play by the Penguin Blues.
Yeah, good entry, good spacing. They just dragged the defence out. Taylor rolled as the defence pushed out. Easy basket there.
So Aaron down the floor here. And again, good pressure by Abel. And once again, Abel having a hand in on that.
Yeah, good hands, good defensive pressure.
And last touch by Ruby Aaron. And timeout called here by the Kingborough Kings. 14-11 is the score.
Yeah, definitely needed to. Well, they had that nice hot start. Penguin have just started to really have their way and do as they wish. So even though it is a 3-point lead, and it is a 3-point lead there to Penguin, the Kings will be very disappointed knowing how well they started. But again, this is what we're expecting out of a Penguin unit that is, ultimately I think the favourite.
Yes.
I think we are looking at a potential grand final, maybe.
Possibly, yes.
Having seen all the sides today,
yes.
I mean, Penguin are a death taxes kind of operation. They're going to be there. That's just how they are there. Almost a San Antonio Spurs-like operation there as a cam, whether it's a whether it's NWBU, whether it's State League, whether it's any kind of other tournament, they always put their best foot forward, or as best a foot forward they can. And it produces results. At the moment they're up 14-11. I don't think they were expecting the early start, the blitz start, so to speak, from the Kings. They're going to have a little bit more work to do, though, particularly if they're going to be dealing, Beck Abel defensively playing really, really well, and with Taylor and Ellie cleaning up the scraps of one another. It's been a bit of a handful for them early, as that'll be Vanderkamp, Ashland, Erin, Shackbone, and Shana for the Kings. Meanwhile, it will be Russell, Shepherd, Abel, Collins, and Roberts. And they're going to want to get a nice possession here.
Yes, they want just a nice patient type offense here. A good curl cut by Ellie Collins. And that's what you're looking for, the high set there. Beautiful execution on the play.
Yeah, wonderful start there, and that's a good, nice high pick there. Set curled really nicely. Thought she'd overstepped a little bit, had to really extend her legs, but saved herself nicely. A beautiful finish.
Thompson kick out to Ashland. Ashland works away through, and they'll be, I thought a travel first.
Yeah, I disagree. I will say I do disagree on that. I thought that was absolutely clean, but nonetheless, Ashland will go to the line. She got a bit of a smile on her face.
Were you agreeing or disagreeing there?
No, I thought it was clean block.
Oh, clean block. I was saying I thought it was a travel first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clean block. She's hit the floor. That's travel.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. To me. But nonetheless, got the free throws. Referee saw it.
Yep. Of course, referee Sarah Baldwin and Hayden New.
Correct. They told me not to criticise them before the game. Bit late for that one, ladies and gentlemen. It's just
calling it as we see, JB.
Absolutely. And there's another attempt at that curl cut. Yes. They guarded that well. Collins just getting fought difficult there. Russell's going to pull up for three.
Just short on that one. Ashland with the rebound. Has Thompson clear ahead. And now goes Thompson for the layup.
Very good finish there. And I think if Brianna Russell had her time, probably stays on the floor there. Just a bit easier on the break. But that's too easy as well. Good D by Vanderkamp, though.
Yes, and Roberts to get the two there. So the 1-2 punch of Collins and Roberts should come in to good effect here today.
Yeah, she fought very nicely through that one.
So Thompson now with it. I guess Kingborough looked to slow this one down. On ball here, and then a quick roll. Bone open at the corner for three. And just short on that one. Roberts with the rebound.
And there's that rebound, and they're out and running, and that's going to be the hard point for the Kings to deal with as well. The simple fact that if they're going to have, that defensive rebounding and the outlet passing.
And Shepherd goes for three. Can't get that to go.
Yeah, no one under the glass there, but I would not like to see the Kings be able to get that. If Penguin are going to get that defensive rebound, that outlet pass to the point very quickly, this game could get ugly. Very quickly.
Bone looking for Ashland, but goes to Thompson instead. Thompson a few jab steps, now goes for it. Through Collins and gets the roll.
Yeah, very nice little move there, but didn't get the shot, and I don't think even Shana was expecting to have to take that one.
No. Certainly not. Now Shepherd. This is one game just slows to a halt here a little bit. Roberts needs to put it to the floor.
Oh, nice little deception.
Good patience as shot clock at 5. Now Collins, tough shot and can't get the two to go, but she will go to the line.
Yeah, she'll go to the line for two. About the only thing I would have probably changed on that play, rather than the pass by Abel over to the corner, talk by Shepherd as Shepherd goes baseline, just a little drop down behind the back, nothing fancy. But it has the aesthetics of it. So that'll be a double substitution there for Penguin.
Yes, Hayward coming in, and that was number 10 in Alana Matthews.
Yes, Alana Matthews. So it'll be Matthews, Shepherd, Russell, Collins, and Hayward. Meanwhile, for the Kings, it's Vanderkamp, Ashland. That looks like Tamara Downey's come into the game as well.
Yes, it is. With
Ruby, Erin, and that would be Shackbone as well. So certainly an advantageous lineup no matter what, but it looks like Rose Michael certainly on the bench, but Marge Rava certainly just resting their players as Shaq hits the deck, and she's sore after that one.
Yes. Now Collins with it as we come back up the floor here. So Collins, now Shepherd open on the mid-range. Just can't get it to go. Good rebound by Downey.
Credit to Penguin, who are really just forcing the Kings defence to collapse, getting those open shooters.
Ashland inside, needs to kick this one out. Vanderkamp now, Bone puts it to the floor. Good pass in
3
Ashland,
seconds.
but too long.
Yeah, the Kings just a little discombobulated. 23.8 to go, and You'd have to suggest Penguin get a full set here, try and get some execution, get this one out to that 6-point margin. Penguin, a well-known, and most coastal teams known for their outside shooting.
Yes. So Collins now.
Plenty of shooters
Matthew,
out.
sorry. Russell into Collins. That's a bullet-type pass. And then a foul on the play here.
Kings girls are just asking the question, and that was on the hands, yeah.
Yep. So that was on Downey. So Russell to restart. Apparently a full 24. I thought.
Well, six to go. No need for a shot clock.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That just tells you how quick the quarters has gone. 5.2 remaining.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing and then figured it wouldn't have mattered what sort of level of reset you're at.
Yes, that is correct, JB. So Collins here.
Used to get a shot.
Up the mid-range, in and out on that one. Gets a rebound. Can't get it to go.
And Shaq's hit the deck again.
Quarter time comes. It's 19 playing 16 here. Penguin with a 3-point lead.
Yes, Penguin with a nice 3-point lead there, and they really put the game on their terms after that opening run there of the Kings. Some nice outside shooting early and a little bit of ball movement. Saw, a bit of easy penetration as well, but the girls from the Northwest Coast really settled. They started getting into those actions there with Collins and Robertson. They tightened up defensively as well. Beck Abel really getting her hands amongst it as well. So, a nice little finish there. I think the Kings held themselves well in the last couple of minutes there, just able to steady things down and, force them into some missed shots. But, if the execution continues to come for Penguin, they're certainly going to get the results they need.
Yes. So, again, another good first quarter. We've seen really good first quarters where each team are just kind of going back and forth to you and keeping that margin really close. So the question would be, can Penguin, who are, honestly the favourites here, can they open this game up here now that they've got a good read on what Kingborough are doing? So it'll be interesting to see. JB just having some lunch at the moment.
Don't ruin the illusion, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, JB. So we'll continue on. We just had a quick message from Charlie Kay saying, where are the games going to be on the West Coast Ball Connection YouTube channel? Our response was, yes, that will be correct. We'll have them up in the next day or two. So recording on a Sunday, we'll get these games up early in the week. So don't you worry. You'll see all 9 games up on our channel in no particular order, by the way, too. They're just all going to get up and go from there. Matty Young, James Inuit saying hello to us. So give us a wave. Jacob Richards decided to put his arm over the shoulder there as well, too. Always some interesting byplay by those two comedians.
Shout out to the Sports Centre.
Yes, canteen. Yes, for good catering. And must mention they did good catering for us yesterday.
Oh, my God. That curried chicken pie just hit the spot, and so did the so did the chocolate cake. The chocolate cake at the Kingston Sports Centre Cafe is up there with some of the best in town. Now, I don't know whether they bake it or whether it's store brought, but I need to know their sauce. Unbelievable, Ronnie. Unbelievable.
Very good to hear, JB. Yeah, glad we do get taken care of well down here. Meanwhile, Abel inside to Roberts. Roberts double teamed by Downey and Strasmer. Now Russell. Here's Haywood rejected by Downey. Shot, and ball goes back to Kingborough to the delight of the Kingston people.
Yeah, very much so. That's a very nice start. They actually can't believe Zara has blown it the way of the Kings.
Haywood thought it was last touch by Kingston.
Yeah, Zara was very quick on that whistle, pointed and walked right away. No need for discussion there.
No, certainly not. You don't mess around with her on a call. Now, offensive foul has been called. It's going to be on Jazz Ashland for an illegal block.
So
She did move.
Yeah, she did move.
Yeah. So Russell to restart. Now, Abel working her way through. Of course, the former West Coast girl.
Yes, former West Coast girl.
Yes. And now Thompson here on the break and gets the 2 to go. We're back to a 1-point ball game.
Yes, back to a 1-point ball game. And I think Shana's just, probably fallen back into that habit a little bit of that outside shooting. But she's very effective in that first game this afternoon, as we saw, Ronnie.
Yes.
Getting the job done down low. So
Able for 3.
There's a known shooter.
Yes. If she gets going, look out. So Russell for the mid-range 2. Just a bit flat.
I'm surprised Taylor Roberts didn't want to go straight up there. Probably would have spaced out a little more once that happened.
So
Bullet
Erin
pass.
to Downey. Downey cross court into Ashland for 3. Just long on that one. We heard that one from the crowd.
The crowd were excited.
They were. And then turnover there. So Thompson.
Notice the Penguin girls didn't really run full into that. I just gave up on the possession.
Maybe just saving some legs there. So Erin now splitting through a couple. Puts up that floater. And can't get that two to go.
Nearly some offensive interference there by Shana. Lucky she didn't do too much to affect that. Not that it would have mattered.
Able into Roberts. Roberts, nice move inside.
And that's how Taylor Roberts can operate. And I would wish good luck to any of the Kings girls trying to defend that for the rest of the afternoon.
So Erin puts it up. Drew to foul. Should go to line for 2. Or we'll see who that's assessed on.
It'll be on Russell or Haywood.
It is on Brianna Russell.
It is on Brianna Russell. Now, that would be 2 or 3 for Brianna Russell.
Brianna Russell can't believe it either. The looks on her face is just telling me something else.
Yeah, well, Matthews checks out as... so she's just hiding her displeasure.
Yes.
We will call it, Ronnie, as that one goes in out and about.
She gives us a look. Yeah, I hear you, Brianna. I hear.
We shouldn't be able to, but we can.
Meanwhile,
notably no argument from anybody involved.
Yes.
Well, moving on.
Yes, Collins with it now as Penguin look to respond here. Haywood, that is, sorry, my apologies. Now able here at the corner for 3. Can't get it to go. Thompson with the rebound.
Good little overlap there. Oh, nearly the carry, saves it.
Downey here. So Downey looking for an option.
And she's passed it straight to the opposition.
Gave it off to Haywood.
It was a beautiful pass, though, mind you. Hit a lace out.
Yes, so now can Penguin make up for that turnover? Oh, good play. And that's good running too.
That's very nice. Broke down the Kingston defence with ease there. Had them discombobulated and they've just cut straight down the lane for the score. They now lead by 4, 23-19.
So Erin works her way through. Now Downey for that baseline J. Can't get it to go. Ashland with the O board. Downey has another try. No luck on that one either.
This could be a 23-19 genuine here for the Kings. It's a code of error.
Nice catch.
Needs a basket. Gets it too. And that should just tell you, I mean, you know, Taylor Roberts recovered that footwork there nicely and just put the nice little touch on the basket. 6-point lead now to Penguin.
Absolutely. The 1-2 punch of Collins and Roberts in effect here at the moment as Downey.
Colin Roberts, former Norm Smith medalist for Hawthorn.
Yes, that's correct. Meanwhile, Strasmer, and then throws it to Haywood. Haywood just seems to be everywhere.
Yeah, back-to-back steals there. That's a lovely bit of defence. Yes. Now, the cut's there for Haywood if she wants it.
Now Roberts, now Haywood here for the mid-range.
And I tell you, there was a death stare on that pass that came from Taylor Roberts too.
Yes, there was. Here's Ashland, cross-court to Downey.
Just through the hands of Collins.
Downey into Strasmer.
Get out of here.
Rejected by Collins.
Brianna Russell's
and then Thompson
trudging up the court.
Dribbled that one.
The intent on that defensive stop.
Yes, that's the words I'm looking for. Thank you, JB. Thompson for 3. Just short on that one. And then Roberts now, Collins. So a bit of back and forth action here. Both teams just need to settle, really. As Collins finds a way through. It just seems to be like, I'll beat you one-on-one at the moment with the dribble.
Yeah, and they're rushing through it again. We've only got 5 minutes or so left here in the first half. But notably, too, that's a nice roll by Jazz Ashland.
Better.
Got the foul call. Yeah. Taylor Roberts doesn't agree with it. But notably, too, just the use of the benches here by both teams. I think they've realised this time slot's the death slot as far as getting back up the coast, and that if they can certainly get on the road quickly, they will. I'm surprised the substitutions, which have now just Ruby Erin's just gone off, which brings Neve Ball into the game. The rotations of both teams have been very limited. Obviously, Haywood's come in and out a little bit. Matthews has gone off for a spell. She played some extended minutes, but you know, there doesn't seem to be an overly keen for either coach to really get their players out on the floor and at the moment as it stands.
Yes, that is for sure. Now, ball with Russell here. So Russell inside to Roberts, but then good work by Strasmer to knock that one away. Ball now. Here's Thompson. Thompson with Strasmer in support. Good work by Maddie Strasmer.
Yeah, nice finish there by Maddie Strasmer, and she's been working on her game for the last 6-9 months as well. She's in that Chargers squad this year, got some limited minutes, But she's been under the tutelage of Mark Nash and Anthony Stewart in recent weeks as well. So
yes, good pairing to have. Abel for 3, just off.
Beck Abel's actually had more effectiveness on the defensive end of this game. Roll had her hands everywhere and was particularly key in that first quarter.
Thompson from deep, not there.
Can someone buy a basket? They're 2 for 1 at Bunnings.
Downey to try her luck.
Oh.
Not there. Abel gets the rebound. I do agree with the point of, yes, Abel's been more good defensive presence so far rather than an offensive presence. But she will find her shot, that is for sure. Roberts inside. Now,
good defense by Maddie Stratzma.
Good work. So Stratzma with the rejection. Now Thompson with it here. Goes to Ashland. Ashland with Abel to beat.
Good strip there by Abel again.
Abel. Working those hands nicely.
Neve Ball wanted it.
Now,
got
ball
it.
For
shot
3.
it.
Can't get it to go.
Thompson on the glass again.
She can't get it to go either. No one.
Brianna Russell's just directing traffic. She's got nothing.
What else is she going to call out here? Is she going to make another play call? Abel
Third
this
time lucky.
Can't get it to go.
Shepherd. Yes.
Finally, we get a score
and a timeout.
Oh, for God's sakes. The most interesting few minutes of play we've seen.
My God.
Good Lord.
Even I'm tired.
29-23 is our scoreline. 4:01 remaining here.
Thank God you're not allowed to smoke indoors anymore.
Yes. Not that we're smokers, by the way, folks.
No, God no.
So I think that it's a good timeout because I'm hoping both coaches here will now mention about
slow down, get into structure,
let's get through a set.
Make the passes, make the cuts.
Yep.
Listen to Brianna because she doesn't want to touch the ball. Like, no, it's been backwards and forwards. That was pretty ugly at times, Ronnie.
Yes,
I'm not going to lie. Yeah, as you mentioned, just that a one-on-one thing, and I mean, I think it is just a matter of both sides. Like, we're in the death slot. It's the last game. It's a Sunday. You know, for some players, no doubt the night before is finally wearing off. However, it's a bit late to be wearing off in the middle of a game. Yeah. You know, our referees have been fantastic throughout this weekend, albeit despite the disagreements we may or may not have had on a couple of calls. They've been consistent.
They have been.
No major issues, which has been good. Our score table for this game has been good. But, yeah, they just need to get down on the floor, get into a set, execute their passes. You know, don't rush things, and because that's where, you know, you're going to drag the standard of the game down. You're going to drag your own standards down. As I mentioned, I would like to probably see a few more rotations from each coach. I think that's just probably been the limiting factor. And again, you know, I wonder whether the players are just trying to force that with their speed and play movement. More good hands there from Beck Abel as that one goes out of bounds. But yeah, it's just been an interesting second quarter. That's how I'd put it.
Yes, one of the more interesting second quarters we've seen throughout the year. That is for sure. There's Thompson. Again, wanting that on ball for Strathmore. Now goes back to the right. Strathmore here at the top of the key. Very strong on that shot.
Yeah, hesitant in the first shot though.
Yes, she was. It looked like she might have shuffled her feet too.
I was getting towards that as well. Yeah, I thought there was a bit of a shuffle.
So Shepherd here puts it to the floor. Kick out. Abel. Now Russell for 3.
Drop.
Just short on that one, so Russell still can't get a shot to go.
Bit of a spare hand from Shana Thompson telling Shepherd to go away.
So Downey for the 2, yes.
Nice response there. So after all of that, it's still a 4-point ball game. Penguin in control, but I mean, no momentum to be. There's a momentum to be arrested. It just hasn't happened yet.
And
that'll be a foul as Collins
play.
hits the deck.
Going to be on Shana Thompson.
Substitutions here for Penguin as Beck Abel heads out of the game. Ronnie, we've got number 7 checking in.
Murdoch.
So Abel out, Murdoch in. Good entry pass there by Roberts to Murdoch. Stop, pop, lock, shot, does not drop.
I was going to say, geez, first few seconds of the game.
Yeah, immediate impact and good foot speed back up the floor too on the recovery.
Yes. And then,
got away with one there, I think.
Yeah, she did
that's
well.
all right. That's all right.
So Downey working away
some hard dribbling there.
My word. Strathmore, shot clock at 6. Strathmore
blocked
rejected
again. Good
by
defense
Roberts.
by Roberts.
Now Shepherd up the floor here. So can we just slowing this one down? Hopefully Collins decides to pull the trigger.
Rebound by Shepherd, who's just gone under the defender in Strathmore.
Works her way through.
Collins fighting the contact, gets it down.
And
that's one thing about Ellie Collins. She will keep going and attacking that basket no matter what. Yes. She's had very good success with it here in the first half.
She certainly has, JB. As Thompson can't get that to go. Roberts with the rebound here. Now Collins up the floor here. So Collins
wants to go herself.
She does.
Didn't get the result.
No.
Shepherd fights through that, hits the deck. Shack with that one now, back to Shana. So it'll be interesting to see. A minute 43 remaining. Entry pass there. That was an interesting dump down by Tamara Downey. Brianna Russell's getting the attention she does not want. And she's fighting down the baseline. That's going to be a block.
Yeah. Definitely there.
Yeah, definitely there. Fighting through that. So that'll be 4 team fouls, I would believe. Oh, no, it's only 3.
3.
It's only 3. I thought it would have been 4. 90 seconds remaining here in the first term. Penguin in control. And things are certainly slowing down. Players are tired. If you've just watched the track contest that we did the last 3 minutes, it's been nothing but up and down. Inside now to Roberts. She's got a pass option in Russell in the corner. That's a long 2. Doesn't get it. Rebound by Thompson. The Kings are away.
Yep, they sure are. And then
taken over by Collins. It's back to Murdoch. Nice pass there. Had it again. Russell. That's another long shot there by Penguin. Can't fall. Collins over the top of about 6 of them. Couldn't get that to fall, and the Kings going to settle again inside the last minute of the quarter.
So Thompson here, trying to go through Russell, and can't get the layup to go. Thompson wants a call. Referees didn't see it that way.
Yeah, don't think she said thick shake there, by the way.
And Collins puts it to the floor, goes up, draws the foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
There's Shaq. That's one thing I'll give Shaq. She's not afraid to take contact, and at least once or twice a quarter she seems to be picking herself up off the floor from taking that block or charge.
Absolutely. She's hard at it. Shana Thompson querying a few things to referee Hayden New.
Would not have expected that.
So Collins for the second, yes.
Makes that as well. So Penguin out to 8 now. And what's the message going to be at half-time here, Ronnie? I mean, we just spoke about the track meet there. We've spoken about how they're trying to go one-on-one. Just the different roles everyone's playing on the team at the moment. You've got shooters that are being good defenders and vice versa, just haven't had the offensive. As Shana goes to the line now for an and 1, what sort of message are you going to be looked to be delivering at halftime? Not only if you're Damon Kingshot and Shane Haywood, but if you're Marge Rava and Pera Rhodes in that group as well.
If I'm both coaches here, I mean, from what I'm saying, let's slow it down. Slow down. Let's go back into some structure. The question I'm putting is, why are we running away from what we're really good at? When they're running a high set off the curl cut, you can still get some other options if the curl doesn't hit for you on the first. You can still find something on a second or third option. So really, it's more about let's slow the tempo down a little bit, get some good plays, then kind of run and gun a little bit, but then get back into some structure. If you're just going to go track meet for 4 or 5 minutes, I just don't see the point. So it's just really my message at halftime is slow down, get back into some structure.
Collins to beat the buzzer, can't do it, and that'll be a long rebound to Shaq Bone. And at halftime, it's 33-28. A very interesting second term there as the lateral lighting changes once again in the Sports Centre. It looks like it's starting to cloud over and potentially a little bit rainy outside. The canteen is closed. The crowd is dissipating, but Penguins' lead is not. They're up 5, 33-28. In what has been you would deem a successful opening weekend of State League for 2021, Ronnie.
Yeah, no, it's been a great weekend. We had, like I say, we had the men's games yesterday. I mean, ideally, I would love to have a mixture of games here on the show court between the men and the women. But great to have 6 men's games. We've got 3 women's games today.
And just to be fair on the fixturing of that, there, I think that is based around the fact that we do only have 5 women's teams.
Yes.
Did we get every men's team on the show court yesterday?
No, bar Ulverston.
So bar Ulverston, we got every men's team. Every women's team has been on the show court. So, I think that's when you want to look at it that way, that's a pretty positive result there as well. Again, only the 5 women's teams does make it hard to try and balance that all out. But at the same time, when essentially, how many men's teams have we got? 8.
8.
So 8 and 5. So 12 of your 13 teams have been showcased and will have a game up. I mean, that's a pretty good result there and a good setup. Overall, I think we do have to be honest with ourselves and just say that we probably aren't. It's probably not the strongest state league that we've had, Ronnie, for a time. I mean, you've got your women's SBL teams, your women's SBL grand final teams. Hello.
Whoops, something's happened.
I'm not home.
No.
Our women's SBL teams their grand final teams, they aren't playing in the state league, which is quite unfortunate. However, we do still have solid representation from the south. The north, always strong. Launceston has entered a men's team and a women's team. Obviously, your stayers of your Penguins, they're in as well. Overall, it's been a reasonably good competition. What are you...
Now, screws kind of half come out. We're just doing some some repairs here.
No worries. I'll let Ronnie fix that one up there. But
you're all right.
Yeah, overall successful weekend. I think, as you can see, some really tired bodies across the floor. 3 senior games was hard enough. 3 games in tournament players' kids was certainly hard enough, let alone, trying to do it as an adult with other temptations in between games from the following day. But no, it's good to see everyone out and about. We've got good ref support. We always have good team management support. And certainly some reasonable crowd support as well. A few stayers in the long run here for all 3 games, particularly on the show court. We are getting ready for the second half here. Again, 33-28, Penguin in the lead. And as we have spoken about before, let's not try and make this a track meet. Let's try and, get some sets, get some results. Do what we know is effective, not go away from different things as well. There's Ronnie the handyman.
I've got the wrong screwdriver for a start, but we're just trying to. I'm just trying to get that screw in a little bit more. She'll hold out, which will be fine. So, and I'll just fix it up at home.
Yeah, don't worry.
Back at the Chargers TV studios
on Harrington Street.
Yes. Oh, don't give out the address, Jake.
I didn't give out the address. I gave out the street.
Street, right. Now people...
So Harrington Street's a long street, Ronnie.
It is. Yes. Good luck trying to find it. Anyway.
Don't wish the people luck. Now you're challenging them.
Oh, yes. Sorry, folks. Disregard the last comment.
I get dead at these too, so I'll just flash the address on the screen.
Oh, thank you very much.
But no, we're getting ready for this second half, and it has become a bit more dormant actually in the last minute or so. The ref room's all but exited, the canteen is all but done. And rather than players, supporters, and team support staff, and I mean they're very naked benches to a sense. It's only the coaches and the players. A lot of BTAS supporters not here because obviously that game's done. This is the second half.
Yes.
And again, as we expect, Ronnie, we want these teams to go into some structure. I would not be shocked if we just see this one run for the second half, purely on the basis that, we want to get home and get it done.
Just trying to get an update on the because we mentioned about the big boxing fight on today.
Yes, the trilogy.
Yes, if we weren't here, I think you and me would be down at the casino.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'd be watching this one.
Let me see. Wilder versus Fury.
It's 20-3, by the way, too. So you assume the undercard is done and dusted.
Yes, you would have to assume. Now let me have a look. This is according to Fox Sports. They reckon they'll be making the ring walks about 2:30, so they're probably getting ready to do that as we speak.
Yes, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Not that it's going to matter by the time everyone sees this video.
That's right, of course. So just for interest there. Meanwhile, Roberts, as we start this third quarter.
As long as no one cashes in money in the bank, we'll be fine.
Thank you very much. Shepherd down low. Nice pass from Roberts and nice start for Penguin, and that was a much better set too.
Straight back into structure, straight back into results. That's how it should be. So 35-28 our scoreline now, and Penguin really setting a precedent here for their third term.
Yes, they certainly are. So Michael, wait for that screen from Strassman. Michael goes baseline, kick out pass to Aaron. Now Thompson for 3.
No good. Back iron there is an absolute hanger. I know she went to the AFL Grand Final, but contested marks are not allowed, people.
That's right. That looked more... Our angle looked like it...
I thought it was an over-the-back foul.
Yes. Meanwhile, good hands by Thompson. Now Ashland up the floor. Here's Michael. Thompson has Aaron in support. Shoots from the elbow long in that one. And then Aaron...
Oh, get out of here, says Shepherd.
Nice work by Marnie Shepherd. Now, Collins.
Of course, her sister Hayley played in the winning NWBU Grand Final.
She did, and then Roberts, beautiful play.
Yeah, just easy down the floor here for Penguin. They're just starting to really hit their straps. They're now out by 9, looking to extend this to double digits. And, of course, the Kings against Launceston were able to find a spark when they needed it. Can they do it here? It's a much tougher ask, in my opinion.
So, Michael, now Ashland down low, and then...
Good defence there by Haywood.
Yes.
Again, the known perimeter shooters here for Penguin doing a lot of the on-ball defensive work there. Haywood's got multiple steals, and so does Beck Abel as she takes a rest on the bench.
So Murdoch, now Shepherd. Again, just good patience here. Shot clock at 6. Collins needs to attack the rim or put the shot up. Shot goes up. Not there. Ashland with the rebound. As Aaron comes down the floor here. So Aaron... Again, too many blue jerseys around, so turnover there. Now Shepherd comes back down the floor here. Nice pass into Roberts. Good running too. Well done.
Yeah, wonderful execution there. And they're just hitting their points now, Penguin again. Roberts getting inside, taking full advantage of her height and size down there. The girls of Kingston, of Kingborough, I should say, just aren't running with them at the moment.
No,
and again, there's
another
that
turnover.
And as you can see, you know, Damon wants them to run. I mean, I can see why, you know, particularly if they can get ahead of the defence there.
Yes.
Roberts Murdoch for 3. Oh, nearly got that one to plug.
Nearly. Now, Ashland up the floor to Aaron. Aaron got Haywood to beat, and then Strasma tries everything but couldn't reel it in.
And we're starting to track meet a little bit here.
Again,
good
pass.
pass.
Good steal by Collins, and gets the 2.
And there's that timeout. We knew it was going to come.
So that's that's about a timeout because now gives Kingborough a chance here to reset, refocus on what they need to do better and not turn the ball over. That's about 2 to 3 turnovers. Here.
And the turnovers the Kings are giving up, they're just, in my opinion, they're simple, lazy turnovers.
Yeah.
They're, you know, it's not like they're throwing, you know, it's not like they get beat on good defence. They're throwing passes directly into the chest of their opponents, which in turn makes it very, very easy to take away the ball.
Absolutely. And it's just something that you shouldn't see in senior basketball. Junior basketball, yes, at times because, you know, kids are still learning and whatnot, but once you're at senior level, really those turnovers like that shouldn't be happening.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's even the little things like the travels that we're seeing and the double dribbles. You know, by the time you're 14, at worst, you want to get that out of your game, unless you're a newbie to the sport, pretty much. But a great start by Penguin here in this third term. This is what we expected them. Come out, run some sets, execute where they can, get the job done, and it has just been, you know, death and taxes sort of thing here. They're now out to a game-high 13, and as we said, while that timeout was certainly good for the Kings to be able to adjust their game plan, it's certainly very good as well for... Penguin, who are now going to be able to say, right, this is what's working for us, here's what we need to refine to make this even more effective. So 7:06 remaining in the third, 13-point lead to Penguin. They're going to want to make this out to 20 as quick as possible. Meanwhile, the Kings, you know, those little goals, those basket and stop goals are what they're here to play with here for the rest of the third term.
Yes. So Ashland, look at the split.
And that was good hands by Collins.
It was. Now Thompson. Kick out. Strathmore for the mid-range too.
I just noticed there
and
is
then Thompson for the putback.
Thompson with the follow-up. Strathmore doesn't actually have her toes leave the ground, so she props up almost in a very high calf raise when she does that. So it does look like a travel, but she doesn't leave the floor completely.
Yeah, there you go. Something new to know. As Shepherd for 3, can't get that to go.
So there's another stop. Now they need another basket and bring this one back to 9.
Aaron into Thompson. Thompson for 3, no.
Just a rush shot there. Shana had plenty of time on her shot clock.
So Murdoch into Haywood, and then try to go to Roberts, but Aaron able to pick that one off.
Need to attack the rim here, the Kings, and they do.
And Aaron can't get the 2 to go.
Probably need to just slow down. Did have the trailers. And here's the response.
Yep. Ooh, nice.
Yep. And gave away a cheap foul.
Yeah. Just not what you need on that one. Just not what you need.
I think the girls on the bench could hear us. Actually, I just got a death stare from one of them.
Oh, right. That doesn't.
But that's part of the game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Collins.
Yeah, look straight across. Yeah, I think it was Pierre was just asking, looked at us, and grabbed her by the arm.
It's definitely a foul.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's just a cheapie that didn't want to give away.
And that's and it's really a coach killer.
Absolutely.
As Rose Michael goes for 3.
So this is going to be crucial as well now, because you can see Penguin want to try and run and gun here. And there's good running by Abel.
And
deserved a basket.
Yes, Beck Abel couldn't get that 2 to go.
Now 3 on 2 here. Jazz has to read the room.
Yes.
Does. Out to Erin in turn, wants to split. Up and under, drew contact, doesn't matter. Roberts now with the ball. And again, they're out 4 on... They're out... No, they're just going to slow here.
Yeah, and that's not a bad move either. Just slow, get through.
Good read of the defence.
Just trying to get a good read on what the defence is doing and in counteracting.
Shepherd again. Now she's got plenty of support, more support.
There we go.
Death and taxes once again. So it's now 46-30, halfway through the third here. 16-point game. And, you know, Penguins still on that roll. Kings are trying to challenge them. Good defence there by Abel in turn with Shepherd. She's got an outlet pass. Hayward in support. Will Beck go herself? She doesn't. That drop pass just a little too lazy though, a bit too casual.
Yes, too casual for my liking.
Yeah, as Damon King shot says, either finish it. You know, you've got to finish strong if you're going to do that.
Ashland for 3.
To punish. Can't do it either. So they get a bailout there, but... You know, I don't mind having the lead, but that's just almost a little bit too disrespectful in how casual that was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, I don't like that one bit from Becca, unfortunately.
Yeah,
she knows better too.
Absolutely. Shepherd for the response. Good ball movement. Hayward can knock a shot. Just not on that occasion.
No, certainly not. No, not on that one. So, substitution. Looks like
Van der Kamp. And she's coming in for Ashland. So 4:16, we are flying through the third term here as well, 46-30.
This game has been flying by actually pretty quick, as we've mentioned.
Yeah, that track meet, you know, certainly probably slowed the players down, but they're not rushing as much. No. Kick out Rose Michael, 3. Can she knock it down? She can't. Collins there with another big rebound, wrenches it away. Abel in turn now over to Shepherd. Hayward in support. She goes into Roberts. Good ball movement. Wanted that cutter once again, didn't get it. And that's just another little execution thing there as well. Maybe the ball through too many sets of hands.
Possibly. I mean, the shot was probably there.
The cut, I can see where she thought the cut was there as well.
Yeah, which is good. It's good smarts, but then you probably need to be a little selfish there and say, maybe I should take that shot.
As Matthews heads into the game for Hayward, Brianna Russell very comfortable there in that 6-man position. It's Rose Michael now with the ball. Make sure Ronnie rests his voice up a bit. He's had a massive weekend of calling.
Yes, thank you.
As Rose Michael goes inside, goes to contact. That's a nice finish by Rose Michael.
It certainly was.
It's something we see a lot from her at local level, Ronnie. But
it's good to see that she's doing it here in State League as well too. She needs to take that next step and get that confidence going at this level as well.
Yeah, started growing that confidence as Abel gets inside, goes to Taylor Roberts up high, wanted to drop down, back to Abel. She's back to Roberts, lets her position. Goes to Matthews, high off the glass, no good. Rebound by Thompson. I think the Kings can just smell it a little bit here as Van der Kamp has outletted herself, saves herself, gets inside, can't get it to finish, needs Stratzman to grab it, does. Thompson chased out by Beck. Beck gets a hand on that ball. Steals and blocks everywhere. Beck has been tremendous defensively.
She has been. As much as on the offensive end she hasn't been able to get going, it's been a defence that's really helped out her team here this afternoon.
3:01 remaining in the third, 46-32. Strats with that high pass to Michael. She goes for the shot herself, wanted to bank it, nearly wedged it, chases her own shot. Shana Thompson down low, strip, past, elite pass. We'll give that an assist. Van der Kamp from the elbow. That's back to 12. So the Kings, again, they're just looking for stop and go, stop and go. Meanwhile, I think Penguin just know if they need to put the foot down, they can. Matthews in turn to Roberts. Sets up her footwork to Abel, into Collins. She'll come over the back. Not a bad foul there by Van der Kamp, particularly considering how low Ellie caught that ball.
Yes, no, just that arm reaching in. There's Brianna Russell coming back in here, Chobo.
And couldn't look happy to be there either.
Yes.
So Brianna Russell, Beck Abel, Alana Matthews, Ellie Collins, and Marnie Shepherd on the floor for Penguin. As a step through by Collins. Friendly roll. When you're on, you're on. I think she wanted a foul call. Either that or she can't believe it went in. Shane Hayward with the wry smile. Damon King shot, well, just doing his Damon thing.
Yes, he hasn't moved one bit on that bench.
No, absolutely not. Rose Michael high. Wanted the pass to Stratzma. Doesn't matter. Rose Michael again challenging on Collins. For the Kings, it's Michael, Stratzma, Van der Kamp, Downey and Thompson. And that's a nice drive,
That's
Beck
better,
Abel.
Beck.
Now she gets her offense involved in the game as well, and that's what she's capable of.
Yes.
Back out to 16 our margin. Final 2 minutes here of the third term, 50-34. And you can just tell the Kings now certainly looking tired. Thompson will shoot all day though, and that's why. Bottom of the net. And as we mentioned, Ronnie, that back end season form has just allowed her to probably relax a little more too into her game and just play her more natural style.
Yeah, I think the pressures of the with the NBL 1 South season done and whatnot. I think she's back in that relaxed mood, and now we're seeing that old Thompson that we've known.
Look at the ball movement there by Penguin. Deserves a basket and gets it.
That's great offense by Penguin. Again, good patience, much better ball movement, as you mentioned, JB, and the end result was quite a good one.
So 53-37, back to 16 points. Minute 10 remaining here in the third. And Penguin are in control here. Shana Thompson for the reply, can't get it. And Beck Abel now with the ball. So again, she's had a good defensive game, a couple of moments offensively, but certainly done better on the defensive end. She drives in, goes up and under, can't get the score. Matthews follows it up, those second chance points. And that's one thing you'll notice with Penguin, and certainly with a lot of good teams, Ronnie, and we stress it all the time. You've got to capitalise on second and third opportunities, and there aren't many better teams that do that than Penguin.
That's right, and plus the players know where those shots are coming from, so they're able to trail, follow up, get that second chance opportunity, and get the putback.
Thompson baseline, can't get that to fall, gets her own shot. She's been good on the glass today, Shana. She's missed that one. Third opportunity, Vanderkamp around the world. That about sums it up. Stratsma the fourth option. And you can just see these girls. They are really, there would not be a candle that would survive at the moment. Beck Abel can't get that to fall. No. As they're talking about each other here. 5 seconds remaining. Shana Thompson picked up her dribble. Beck's got to get a shot up. No, they're too relaxed on that. 3/4 time.
It's an interesting way to finish.
Yeah, that's not how I was going to expect that. Beck's like, you take it. No, you take it. I think Brianna just wanted to take a breather. That's why she's headed straight to the bench now. So 16 points, game high margin, 55-39. We've got 2 minutes left until the final quarter begins, Ronnie. But as we expected, Penguin coming out with some solid structure, some good ball movement, transitioning well off defence. And they have all but probably put this game out of reach heading into the last.
Yeah, I think this game is, I don't want to call it done, but right now when it's 16, I feel it's a tough task, and probably fatigue now plays a factor into this game, just because the girls have played a few games already this weekend, and you've got a few.
Good
Lord. Oh, okay, rightio, no worries.
Cheers, Alex.
Oh dear. But yeah, look, Kingborough. I'm so used to saying Kingston, but Kingborough have to really apply some extensive pressure here. Probably get two or three stops, convert, really get this back to say 10 or 9, and then see what happens from there. But again, you just can't go up down in a tracker meet. Slow down, get it through sets of hands, look for a really good shot. I don't understand why they're running away from good offensive structure. They don't need to just go bang, bang, bang. If they slow it down, play the percentages right, they'll be fine. For Penguin now, they just got to contain. They went back to some good offensive structure, got good results out of that, and now we see that advantage of, when we go back to what we do best, we get results. And now they're up 16 here going into the fourth. So the good test here will be for Penguin. Can they close this out? I think they definitely can. But I just don't want to see this track meet. Get back into some nice structure. That's my only criticism of this game. Just get back into some structure and don't be in that track meet.
Yeah, the Kings have done well to try and, not the Kings, sorry, Penguin have done well to keep that up. The Kings, however, just sort of in a bit of a rush here, and you can just see how tired they are at the moment, some of these girls. And I mean, a shout out, I think, again, to our BTAS high performance athletes, Ronnie, because there are a few of them that have played this weekend, and a lot of them would have played, upwards of 6-7 games. That's a massive ask across a weekend, let alone across an entire, 6 weekends. So a big shout out to them. But final quarter underway, 55-39. Ruby Aaron inside, a bit of a shuffle. Get that stuff out of here, said Taylor Robertson. We're out again through Murdoch. And I don't think Murdoch actually realised she was in front of everyone then. Could have gone the layup. But you'll see Ellie Collins taking a rest there, Valana Matthews. And a well-earned rest by the looks of it. Brianna Russell, meanwhile, on your bench.
Oh, no, that's off.
That's a very long pass there. Beck Abel, the rebound. Down to Haywood. Can't get the roll there. Shepherd rebound. Murdoch for a basket. Can we get it? We can't. And Jazz Ashland with the rebound has deflected that out to Beck. And they're just going to slow up their bench as well, mind you, as Roberts goes in. Catches that very awkwardly. Nice little finish there. Bench there for the Kings is Shaq Bone, Shana Thompson, Eliza Vanderkamp and Neve Ball. And Ruby Aaron just took a little bit of contact there, so foul on Haywood, easy call to make. And we are less than 9 minutes away from ending weekend 1 of the 2021 State League. Penguin looking to cement themselves as the leader of the pack in both divisions. As Roberts went to get she's gone the deflection thinking she had someone there, didn't. Ashland wanting to clean up and does. So that brings it back to 16. Stranger things have happened, Ronnie.
Yeah, stranger things have happened, but
I don't think they will in this game.
No, I'm with you on that one.
Haywood over the top to Abel. If she's going to knock shots down, then it is all but over. Long two.
No.
But she's had a nice round. Again, a fist pump. There we go.
Oh, no.
I heard that was the celebration when she got back in last night at about 12:30, but we'll keep moving. Guarding there by Murdoch. Rose Michael with that on-ball pressure. Thought it might have been an SOS too anyway. Roberts there down low as well. And again, you know, when Taylor Roberts is on song, Ronnie,
yes,
down in that low block, there's not really many in the state that can guard her down there.
Absolutely. She's just, again, she's showing good dominance and much better form from the last time we've seen her. So, you know, really good work by Taylor Roberts this afternoon.
Game high 20-point margin as they're fighting for the ball. Maddie Stratsma steps through. Couldn't quite get that one to fall. And Shepherd now is clearing through the ball. So Penguin even getting a nice good run there. Brianna Russell has officially taken the jersey off, so we won't see any more of her this afternoon. Let's just hope that there isn't a severe foul out or an issue where she needs to, because that's the jersey in hand.
That's right. So
she's very happy to have that rest.
Yes.
Shaq Bone comes in. Rose Michael heads out. At the foul line, Taylor Roberts, who's had a very nice game. Can't get that one to fall. Ellie Collins with an extended rest too. She's had a very nice game as well. Second by Roberts is good. Substitution as, well, Collins has had her extended rest.
Yes.
She has come back into the game as Haywood heads out. So 21 points, the margin continuing to grow. Again, the Kings just wanting to make this respectable where they can. Now through Downey. Has that back pass by Shaq. Went to go over the top. Probably needed a cutter after her little follow through there. Didn't get it. Penguin in turn over to Taylor Roberts. Just running the floor and one.
That's the Taylor Roberts we want to see.
That's, as they say in the classics, vintage Taylor Roberts.
Yes, vintage. Yes, absolutely. You know, again, good inside presence, being good finishing in this game. Great running of the floor as well too. She is certainly, you know, if we were giving our play of the game, she's certainly right up there for contention.
Absolutely, and one made. And the thing is, Ronnie, her ability to run straight line, while lateral movement isn't necessarily Taylor's strength, her ability to run straight line up and down the floor when she gets going, you know, particularly for, you know, a girl of her height and, you know, to be able to get up and down the floor like that, it's tremendous effort.
It is, and, you know, it just goes to show she's got that hard work ethic. She knows what it takes. And, you know, she's really putting it in today, which is great.
Murdoch passes that in turn over to Shepherd. Out to 24 points. Yep. Roberts again down low. Wants the cutters. Gets it. Murdoch short corner 2. Can't find that. As that one's going to come off Ruby Aaron.
What I like about that play was that Roberts stayed patient, cut when she needed to, and then got the catch and then made the decision. So it was really, I thought it was a good offense there from Penguin.
Beck Abel gets that ball out. Rushed floater.
It was.
Very rushed floater indeed. Doesn't fall. But the Kings are now out here. They've got a 4-on-3 opportunity. How do they use it? They don't. They let Penguin settle back in. Maddie Stratsma baseline. Back to Bone. Turn Ruby Aaron. Wants to try and split.
Nice
Can't.
hands.
More good hands by Beck Abel. She had a very good defensive game here.
She certainly has.
Unsung for certainly a player who gets credited offensively, and that's just great movement on and off ball there. That's just death taxes sort of stuff there, Ronnie. And
It
again,
is.
you know, Penguin will run that same play in the first minute and the last minute. for 40 minutes, they're very, very structured as a team. Good defence there once again. Jazz Ashland has bone in support. Forced to pick up her dribble. Goes to Maddie Stratzma. Had some assistance there. Give and go. Ruby Aaron gets inside. Nearly loses her feet. And that's a pretty easy call to make.
That's... You could hear that from Salamanca.
Yeah, I don't think that was a high five.
No.
Substitutions as Thompson will remain on the bench. That'll be Neve Ball and Eliza Vanderkamp. And another substitution is Marnie Shepherd heads out for Lana Matthews.
Yeah.
So Rose Michael, that's a sub on the shooter.
Yes.
And Shana, I reckon Shana's called it a day as well. That's is that a shoe off? I hope it's a shoe off. Oh no, it's a drink bottle. Oh. I'm going to say the sole of your foot is not meant to be that flexible.
No.
That's a nice finish there, substitution. So,
well, she's still got the shoes on.
Yeah, it was the drink bottle that had me deceived. I thought she'd turn the shoe up. I'm going to say that's just that's not normal. That's not good.
No.
So we continue on here. Penguin well in control of this one. They're up by 25. Ball movement there. Abel previously committing that foul has the ball in. Turn back to Murdoch. Inside now to Roberts. She wanted cutters, didn't get it. Back out to Abel. That'll all but do it if it had went in, but it didn't. So Neve Ball will get the rebound. And you can just sense there's Shana Thompson actually looking to sub back into this one. So now I'm assuming that was a pass by Shaq, but I thought that was actually going to drop.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen stranger things, as we say.
Roberts down low. She's just making contact with everyone. She's just got a smile. Collins for three. Bottom of the net.
Sometimes those inverted passes can just go into the hoop for no reason, JB. So, I think Shaq was trying to look for Vanderkamp on that one, but obviously the way that it looked, it could have went in.
Yes, very much.
Ashland.
Nice drive there by Ashland. Just couldn't get the result. That's collected by Collins. I don't know whether you call that a steal or a rebound. Either way, it's a stat. Pretty sure it's a rebound.
Rebound.
Meanwhile, Roberts now. Cold chill just come over us in this last 30 seconds, Ronnie.
Yes, it certainly has. Glad I got the hoodie on. As Collins gets the two.
And a shout out to BTaz. I would appreciate one of those. Ronnie's just flexing his hierarchiness. I'm going to have to get a custom JB BTaz shirt, I think. That'll really just rile up the people at B as Neve Ball takes that shot, unable to fall. Rose Michaels,
nice.
Second chance opportunities and good finish there.
Yeah, good front positioning, good rebound and solid work to get the put back there.
That brings the game back to 28 points. Was out by as much as 30. This has been a very competitive Penguin and Kings outfit who in previous years, as that one there goes in by Matthews. I know Penguin last year weren't necessarily the strongest team in the world, but the Kings certainly have gone through a development stage and, albeit outside of this game, they've been pretty competitive as well in the last, over the weekend.
They certainly have, JB, really looking forward to see what they can do in the second round up in Devonport and, hopefully can get a couple more wins up there and then really, be in that top four for Gala weekend.
Vanderkamp now with the rebound. Of course, you'll see her and Thompson continuing to play with the Kings. Around 3 minutes left here in the fourth. And it's back out to 30 points as Rose Michael goes inside, took contact, and she'll go to the line for two as Murdoch hit the deck. Shana Thompson will sub back into this game. So Jazz will come out and Marge just looking after her. The key quartet as Haywood comes in for Murdoch, but Marge rather just looking after her core quartet there of Kings players.
I was going to say, most of these girls will be backing up Wednesday night, JB, for under 22s.
Yes, they will be.
Yes, we'll be back down again, having a bit of a look.
Yes, round four, I do believe.
Yes, round four.
It is round four. There we go. Yes, I'll be down. I'll be on player transportation mode once again.
Yes, I'll come down for a look. And there's no camera this week. As the camera...
Well, it's had a fair workout, and I think by the time we process games, we just need to give ourselves a spell.
So that's what's going on this week, JB.
Roberts fights through, gives to Collins, who'll go to the line. And again, it's good to see Ellie Collins and Taylor Roberts, really bounce back after... particularly for, Ellie after that big end of year game in the SBL where, for lack of a better term, the Wolves were wiped off the floor in the women's comp. Ellie pushed through hard in that second half, but to no avail. But it's all, get out of here, Taylor says. She's just swinging and creating space. But, yeah, it's good to see both girls really bouncing back after, what was certainly not the conventional end of their season they were hoping for. But they have bounced back big on this weekend. And as a duo, they are very, very hard to stop. Good dump down there, even further passing.
Oh, no, good pass, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
that one was powerfully put up.
yes, it was.
Thompson. Matthews. But Thompson gets the basket. Nice finish there by Shana, who herself has had a solid run of 22s and had a massive final series for Hobart. Rose Michael now with the ball, so some consolation points here for the Kings. Just making this scoreline a bit more respectable. It's back to 25 points. 2:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. And again, as we mentioned, Penguin stamping their name so far on this State League tournament. It's Taylor Roberts there. She's mauled down low. Shaq's copped one to the mouth.
Yeah.
It's a pointy elbow. We just got to check. She's sore.
Yeah.
I think she's just been... Looked like, yeah, straight under the nose.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's sore. We're going to get a substitution there, surely.
Well,
that's a big elbow. Yeah. Someone's going to have to go in. Tamara Down is in. Easy substitution to make. Just looked like
big elbows.
Yeah, if it wasn't on the elbow, it looked like she's copped it just on the bridge, under the nose, towards the top lip. Is that rain?
Yep. That's rain.
I was going to say, unless we're piping in sound effects.
No. We certainly got...
Yeah, you can definitely hear the rain. So Shaq.
Yep.
So let's hope Shaq's okay. So that's two injuries in a matter of games. I'm hoping that's just a pointy elbow, but I think it's just one of those on the nose. That's a pretty sore spot to be.
It is.
So Thompson misses that one. 1:50 to go. So Shaq will be okay. Doesn't look like there's much blood, or if there's any blood at all. But that was a pretty hard elbow. Another big finish there by Taylor Roberts. She'd have to be in the 30-point range now, Ronnie, I'd suggest.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Comfortably in that 30-point range. And Shaq just taking a breather there. She won't be seen for the rest of the game. It's Tamara Downey getting the minutes she didn't think she would. That's a long three by Tamara.
Oh.
And Thompson in the right place at the right time. That absolute gimme of a basket. But 1:30 remaining, 78-51, 27 points the lead for Penguin. And they will no doubt be wanting to get a review of this one. Still doesn't make up for the fact that Shane Haywood, an absolute dud of a tip yesterday. Juicing.
I was wondering when you got to throw that
juicing carrots. Like, juicing, that means you're destroying things. Can you imagine if you, destroying something and naming an animal that's meant to go reasonably fast?
Yes.
Yes, no, it was a hot tip for a reason. No one wanted to touch it. Nonetheless, Shane will owe me $5.
Yes, we're just putting that on the record.
That's just a bit of a kerfuffle there. But
just putting that on the record, folks, so Shane knows.
Yeah, Shane, you owe me $5 and you still owe me half a carton for when you said Essendon would finish ahead of Richmond in 2017. Mind you, he was very good to me last State League dinner, I must say. So, not this one, the one before. I was away for that one.
Yes, you were. Ooh.
Thompson is, easy call there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think she was getting away with that.
No. Similar to the travel I got on my 2K game the other day. Threw an alley-oop. No one caught it, so I chased after it. Easy travel there. Even the computer could call it.
Good Lord.
35 seconds remaining in this one. And again, Penguin still going through the motions, though, and, playing things out. Haywood gets the step through, gets the contact. And she will go to the line. So Shelley's just over there making sure Shaq's okay.
Yes.
Charlotte Collins is floating around. I think she's getting the last of the foam rollers and making sure that's good. Scotty Wade's down here pending the clean-up.
Yes.
And we are still pending the result of Fury Wilder for anyone out there.
Yes, we are. Yes, we'll have to send on to that in a minute.
Can you send us a backdated text or email, please?
Yes.
As Haywood fights for the ball there. 20 seconds to go. They've still got time to play through.
Ooh.
And that'll be another foul. So that'll be one off to the line. 19.4 remaining. And we are at the line for Roberts, who makes the first. And makes the second as well. So Roberts, undoubtedly our player of the game here, Ronnie.
Yes. Yeah, fair to say we will give that to her.
Easy call there. Thompson's just going to keep playing through. Step through on Roberts. And the Kings bench up and about. Start the clock has started. Collins is going for the response, and that'll just sit him down. My God. I do agree with Dennis Cometti. If I ever need him, if anyone says he's got a minute to live, I'll take a basketball minute.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he said NBA minute, but this point still stands. Collins makes that one. So that will just about wrap us up here, ladies and gentlemen. Ronnie, it's been a very good weekend of basketball broadcasting by yourself. I think you're not going to pat yourself on the back, but there are plenty of people listening in and people around you that will tell you have done a fantastic job. Final second, Rose Michael.
Oh, so close.
Couldn't get that to drop, and as the bird swoops over the natural lighting here at Kingston, we are done. 82-53. Penguin win this one, and for my money, Ronnie, have got half a hand on a semi-final in 4 weeks' time.
Yes.
It's 4 to 6 weeks' time.
Yeah, about that, yep. November 13-14 gala weekend, of course. Look, great. Good game by Penguin in the end. You know, the only criticism I have is that track meet. So just that phase where they just went up, down, up, down, up, down. Just not the greatest of basketball to see. But then once Penguin got back into their offensive structure and took handle from the defensive end as well too, it was a much better display as well too. But credit to Kingborough. They put up a good fight. They're certainly right up there in that for a top 4 finish. That's for sure. It's a good young side. You've got Vanderkamp, Strasma, and Thompson there. They're all good additions. So you can only build from here if you're Kingborough. If you're Penguin, you just keep on keeping on. And they know what they need to do. They've been there, done that. Now it's just a matter of let's just, be ready for round 2 and, back it up in a fortnight's time. So, look, a nice game to finish off with, and been a nice weekend of basketball, JB.
A very nice weekend of basketball indeed, Ronnie. That will do us weekend number 1 of the 2021 BTAS State League is in the books. 9 games to be featured on the West Coast Ball Connection. Mountain of work done by the man, Ronnie Riggs himself, and on behalf of the great man, this is Justin Bryan signing off, and we will catch you in a couple of weeks' time up in Devonport.